Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to your first session with Swe3tz. I will be guiding you through the new process that I've decided to do in my life. This is different. This one's personal, and this is a safe space for people to combine like minds, express how they feel, and create desserts all in the process. We will touch subjects that may be extremely personal, and we may touch subjects that can be controversial, but overall, this is supposed to be a positive energy area for people like myself to come and express. Today's subject is a personal one. It's about grace. In the world of crazy, I have noticed that there's no more grace being given or being received in humans. And it's pretty sad because I thought that I had a really great upbringing, even through some extreme adversities. Overall, I thought that life back then was way better than it is now. While I prepare these vanilla supreme, strawberry and cream, and chocolate s'mores, I want you to keep your mind open to the subject of grace. These are my reflections of grace from the baking table. What does grace actually mean? Grace is one of those words that feels powerful, yet somehow its true weight has gotten lost in our everyday lives. To me, grace means being understanding, forgiving others when they falter, and practicing compassion and kindness in moments when it's easiest to judge. Right now, this world is met with hurried expectations and extremely harsh judgments. So the concept of grace is like an ingredient to baking, extremely vital, but frequently missed. Therefore, the recipe is no longer good. I ask myself, why have we fallen from grace? Why have we forgotten to treat other people the way we want to be treated? Why is it so easy for some of us to give grace to others, but those very people that we give grace to does not give the same in return? Why are we filled with so much judgment in this world? As I remain paused for those few seconds, my mind goes back to a personal experience that I had. A few years ago, a close friend of mine made a mistake that deeply hurt me. Instead of cutting them off, I chose to listen. I chose to understand and forgive them, recognizing their struggle, and offer them grace that they so desperately needed. In that moment, it transformed our relationship. My friend felt seen and supported, which ultimately brought us closer together. On the flip side, I notice when there are times when I need grace, that same friend doesn't give me the same thing. It's sad because people like myself extend grace to others repeatedly. And repeatedly, we have found ourselves rarely, if ever, even receiving the same grace that we've given out. This can be a complete imbalance in one's life. It can leave you feeling isolated and at times leads you to retreat from social circuits and become a bit of a recluse. I have found myself in that space, and it has been a very lonely place to be. It has made me not want to reach out to people, and it has made me literally confine myself to the four corners of my own world and not be social. This type of loneliness has reminded me how essential it is not only to give grace, but also to accept it, especially from ourselves. I haven't given myself enough grace in the past year, maybe in the past few years. I deserve to give myself a little bit of grace because I have truly weathered some storms, and those storms I weathered, I was alone. Yes, I had family, yes, I had friends, but ultimately I was alone trying to weather those storms. And I didn't give myself enough credit for being able to come out of that storm mentally stronger, emotionally stronger, and just more wise overall. So I started to do something different. Outside of baking, I started to come outside my shell, reach out to friends. I started journaling about my feelings. I allowed myself some compassion, and the number one thing that I needed to do was seek counseling. Those steps helped me reconnect and find peace even when grace was missing from the world around me. As I continue to sift the sugar and stir the batter, I can't help but to notice that our society often fails to extend grace equitably. And when I mean that, let's talk about the double standard with men and women in cheating. Now, this is not an open forum about men versus women. I am simply talking about grace and its double standard that is extremely common. Man cheats, woman forgives, accepts. There's the man's redemption. But if a woman cheats, man does not accept. There is no redemption. There is no grace. The relationship is over. I've seen this time and time again with associates, with friends, with constituents. Why is it? Why is it easy for one person to do as they desire and be forgiven, but the other one isn't? And I'm not talking about just cheating. I'm talking about in everyday life. It could be anything. It can be, I step on your toe on accident. I apologize for it. I don't get that same grace, but you step on my toe and I tell you it's okay and we move on. Why are some people so stuck in their world of, you can give me what I need, but I won't give you what you need? The differences reveal how conditional our grace can be, and it's shaped by expectation and judgments that vary from person to person. We live lives others may not approve of, but does that mean we no longer deserve a seat at the table? The challenge in this is remembering that everyone is trying their best, even when their choices look different from ours. As I continue to bake in this video, I need you all to continue to think to yourself what grace is about. We have one life, one chance to live, and one chance to love fully. try to be more cognizant of who you are to people, especially to those people who consistently show you grace, even when you probably don't deserve it. Don't let the judgment, whether yours or someone else's, rob you of a meaningful connection. Give grace generously, both to others and especially to yourselves. And I speak to perfectionists. Give yourself a break. It's exhausting trying to be perfect. Stop. It's okay to be who you are. Your imperfections, it's what's make you great. People, it's not always easy, but it's always worth it. Trust the process even when it's messy. And if you ever find yourself feeling isolated, please remember, you really are not alone. Don't be afraid. Reach out, forgive yourself, and reconnect with those who matter. I would love to hear your thoughts about this session and how to make this platform better. This is my first time, so please extend me some grace with your criticism. Until next time, keep baking, keep reflecting, and keep giving grace.